Welcome to my channel, guys. Thank you so much for watching. So here I'm applying some Thayer's Natural Remedies alcohol-free toner in the rose petal scented. And next I'm applying the Total Moisture Facial Cream by Benefit. I'm a huge fan of this product. I've been actually using it for a few years. It is a little bit on the pricey side, but I think it's completely worth it if you want to make that investment on your skin. Next, I'm applying the Origins Ginseng Refreshing Eye Cream to brighten and depuff. I have been using this product for a few months. I haven't bought the bigger size. I actually got this as a free sample with a purchase that I did at Ulta. But a little bit goes a long way. And like I said before, this is a little bit on the pricey side, but honestly, I'm looking forward to buying the regular size bottle because I use it all the time. And next we have the NYX Hydra Touch Primer Base. And I love this product so much because it doesn't cost a lot of money and it works fantastic. And I'm using the Artist brush that I got for Christmas, and I love this brush. I just really wish that I knew how to wash it, but it works really, really good. And along with the Origins Depuff, I'm also using the Garnier Skin Renewal Anti-Dark Circle Roller in the light medium shade. And I love this concealer, especially because it has caffeine, and I don't really drink coffee. So I, whatever helps take away those dark circles under my skin. And this, for my eyebrows, I'm using the Anastasia Brow Wiz in dark brown shade. And I really like this pencil. I also am a fan of the NYX eyebrow pencil in the dark brown shade as well. But I ran out of that one, so I had to use this one. I usually save this one for a little bit more of a formal occasion because this one is more on the expensive side than the NYX one. And they both work great. The Anastasia is just a little bit thicker and it doesn't fall off as easily as the NYX one, but the NYX one really does hold on for, I think the longest I wore it was about 6 hours. So with my eyebrow routine, I actually usually just fill them in from the back forward or the middle. But lately I've been kind of just filling them in because I recently had them threaded. So the shape is so fresh that it's just kind of really easy to just fill them in and just work it from there. But usually if I haven't had time to get them done, I will kind of start from the back and work my way forward. But I usually follow the steps that Carly Bible has on her channel. So if you want to follow her, she has a more detailed version of what I'm doing here. And this pencil's also running out, so I'm messing up a lot. I need to get the new Anastasia and a new NYX one. Moving right along, I'm using the Cocoa Bear shade from Makeup Geek, and I'm just gonna apply this with my Wet n Wild brush all over my lid and just kind of blend it in because I'm not using a second color up at the top lid. So I'm just gonna spread this all around and make it look as natural as I can. Usually I just kind of work it like a rainbow sort of shape and then just work my way down. But like I said, since I'm not using a second shade up at the top, I'm just going to work this all over my brow lid. And my all-time new favorite foundation is the Buff shade by Honest Beauty in the Honestly Illuminizing Foundation. I just found this at Ulta and I was so happy I found it. I've been looking for it everywhere. I tried it on my hand and I pumped so much out from the tester that I didn't even know what to do with all the products. So I'm only using a little tiny bit right now because as you can see, a little bit goes a long way. I've done almost half my face already and I only pumped like a tiny drop. I do have a lot of scars and acne blemishes. Like you can see where I have a fresh scar right now on my forehead. And I do have dark pigmentation around my mouth. So that's an area that I'm always self-conscious about. So I took a little bit more product here and working it in all over my face with a damp beauty blender. And I'm just kind of working it in all over. Like I said, I take more product around my mouth because of the darker pigmentation that I have there. And again, this is with a damp beauty blender that I'm working all this into my skin. Make sure you go past your jawline down to your neck and buff that out as well. I know I'm not the only one who sings when they're putting on makeup, so this is a judge-free zone, people. Judge-free zone. Nothing but love here. And next I have the Warmth shade from Bare Minerals. This is meant to be as a sort of bronzer type product, but I use it to sort of my version of contouring. I put this from the bottom of my earlobe down my jaw, work it down to my chin, and make them connect. And then once I have that kind of darker shade that looks a little natural without all the harsh lines, I'll work it down through my neck. And then I put it down from the top of my ear, down my cheekbone, down halfway down, almost to the chin, but not quite, stopping right at the middle. And next I put it on my nose and from the top of my eyebrow down to the curvature. Since I always do this with this MAC brush, I think it's 163 or 103. It's kind of faded. I can't really tell the difference. I've had it for a while, but it works great. And if I get a little bit too carried away with the warmth, I just use the Garnier Skin Renewal concealer and put some in the middle and kind of just blend it in so it could look a little bit more natural. I'm just kind of going over all the contouring lines and just kind of working them out so they don't have harsh lines and they blend nicely with the foundation. I'm very pleasantly surprised with this Honest foundation. I think this is the third or fourth time that I used it, and I'm very, very much obsessed with it. And now I'm applying the NARS blush in the Orgasm shade with the Bare Essentials brush. I've used it for blush for the longest time, and I just don't like any other blush brush, and so I just use this one all the time. Here I'm using the Wet n Wild pressed powder in the shade Sandstorm, and I'm using the MAC a 187 brush to apply it all over my face, especially under my eyes, to kind of keep it from creasing. And I'm also using the Cooling Water by Milk. It's like a lip balm for your under eyes, and sometimes I use it on my lips because it's so refreshing and it keeps it from creasing as well. So here I'm curling my eyelashes, and what I tend to do is I lift my eyelid a little bit so that the curler can reach the base of my eyelashes. And while I'm holding it down, I run the mascara through the eyelashes on the curler, and it just works for me. I don't know where I learned this. I think I just tried it one day and I really liked how it made my eyelashes look a lot longer than they really are. I am not a fan of fake eyelashes. I have no patience for them. As you can see here, I lift the eyelid and I put the eyelash curler right at the base of the lashes and run the mascara through the lashes while they're on the curler. Like I said, I don't remember exactly where I learned this way of doing it, but I started doing it one day just to see what would happen, and I've fallen completely in love. I'll never go back to the other way. It just makes my eyelashes look a lot longer than they really are without the necessity of fake eyelashes, which I have absolutely no patience for, especially if it's just a casual day. And then I'll go back and run the mascara on the lower lashes as well as the top lashes and just kind of work them in. And this is the Roller Lash Trial Size by Benefit. This next step might look a little scary, especially if you've never done this before. So I put the eyeliner inside my eye and kind of roll it around to give me that smoky look and really define my eyes. And this is the Wet n Wild eye pencil in the shade dark brown, number 652. But like I said, if it looks too scary, by all means, go ahead and skip this step. And this next shade that I'm using is also by Makeup Geek, and it's the eyeshadow in the Bitten shade, and I'm using it under my eyes. I'm putting it on my lower lash line. I have no idea where I got this makeup brush. I don't know who it's by or where I got it. I've had it for years, and so it's kind of moved around with me a couple of times. And I'm so happy that I still have it because I love it, but I don't know where I got it from. And I'm just going back with my damp beauty blender and just taking out the harsh lines, blending in the color, making it look more like a smoky eye than the harsh lines that it was in the beginning. And I'm just going to end this look with the Sugar Collection in the Rose hue. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is the first makeup tutorial that I've ever done, so I was really nervous. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll make another one soon. I hope you guys like this look. Thank you so much.